The players are about to come out of the tunnel. Ant's going to bring you the first 15 minutes of the game, full match commentary here at the Flamingoland Stadium in Scarborough. We've never seen so many people here because this is a capacity. So it was, 2,676, wasn't it, the other day, Ant, the attendance, which sort of surprised everyone at the club because the final game of the season, the normal season, was about 1,600. 1,000 fans added on.
Yeah, it was a really good attendance Tuesday night. Crowd are just electric at the moment. The fans in front of me as well, going absolutely mental, especially that one over there. But yeah, it'll be, I just can't say any more, but it's going to be a really good game today. Either way, win, lose or draw. John O's got the lads playing. We've had a really good start of the season as the team's coming out now. You probably can't hear me now.
I'll hand you over to Ant for the first 15 minutes of full match commentary on This Is The Coast, supported by GT Garages, and of course our YouTube feed sponsored by Sunbelt Spas. Let's hope that there might be a goal in those first 15 minutes. Over to you, Ant.
Thank you very much there, Paddy. So thank you very much everyone that's listening, especially the guys at Scholars, Tobar and Firkin. We've got a seat for you there, Curtis. We'll just go through the team lineups again. I'll do the first 11 for the home and away. We'll start with the away team, Warrington Town, with number 1 Dan Atherton in goal. Number 2 is Mitch Duggan. Number 3 Matt Regan. Number 4 James Harris. The captain is number 5 Matt Roberts. Number 6 is Evan Gums. Number 7 Jordan Buckley. Number 8 Sean Williams. Number 9 Josh Amis. Number 10 is Bowen Dixon, and number 11 is Edmund Clark. The Scarborough Athletic lineup is unchanged like Warrington's from Tuesday nights in the semi-finals. In goal is Ryan Whitley. Number 2 Kieran Wellergy. 3 Ashley Jackson. 4 Lewis Maloney. Number 5 is Will Thornton. 6 Bailey Gooder. 7 the Hull City Loney Will Jarvis. Number 8 Ryan Watson. Number 9 Michael Coulson, the captain. Kieran Glynn is at number 10, and Luca Coville is at 11. We do see the return of Simon Heslop, who is on number 12 on the bench. He's finished his 4-match suspension from the sending off at Ashton United. The referees this afternoon is Jamie O'Connor, and he's assisted by Rob Rees and Mike Johnson, and the 4th official is Tony Tankard. So it's good luck to both teams, especially the Warrington fans who may be listening in. I've been having a look at a few things. I've been watching the Warrington highlights this morning just to get a bit more feel for the team. Very good team. They were very unlucky to miss out on promotion a few seasons ago before COVID and all that happened. Losing out in the Super Playoff. They got all the way to this stage and won it, and then was defeated in the Super Playoff. So hopefully, the Yellows, as they are more commonly known, will be wanting to try and climb that ladder, same as Scarborough Athletic. The highest Scarborough have finished the season was actually the last game of the season. It was 3rd. The lowest was in the second week, and that was 15th. And the lowest Warrington have been this season is 9th, and the highest, we replaced them for 3rd. So Warrington will be kicking off, and will be shooting towards the shed end. I've got to remember that it is on TV as well, so you'll all be able to see it. And the referee just giving our hands up there, waiting for the checks, checking his watch, and we're going to get some football starting in a moment. And what a noise I can hear through these headphones. There's beach balls just coming out onto the pitch there. There's been balloons, face paints, wigs, everything from the Scarborough fans. A lot of retro shirts as well. Scarborough are now defended. Warrington try and get a long ball going along there, looking for the number 9. It's just flattered straight away into a Scarborough player. The referee, Mr. O'Connor, is just going to have a check. I think that is Michael Coulson. I'm just going to double check. No, Coulson's there. It's Ashley Jackson. See what was Coulson doing down there defending. Jackson is getting up, and it's the number 9, Josh Amis, a big lad. Warrington are a big physical side, and we'll probably see a lot of that physicality during the match. A bit like Matlock, they're strong at the back, and the referee just gives them a quick talking to Scarborough. Get themselves a free kick just outside the penalty area. Ryan Whitley will take this. Obviously, Scarborough playing a couple of days at York City in the Senior Cup final. Whitley would love to get onto the pitch there at his parent club, as Now Warrington trying to get hold of the ball, but Scarborough just gone over the head of Kieran Glynn there, and Scarborough kick it out for another throw-in. So Whitley will kick the ball up into the air. The wind's just holding it up a bit, and it's kicked up forwards there by Bohan Dixon, but it's easily caught from Whitley. Obviously a couple of players to look out for in Warrington. Number 7 Jordan Buckley, who has been scoring for fun for Warrington. Oh, and it's just gone round to the number 7, and it's over there from Jordan Buckley. Just mention him there, I'll not do that again. Ball up in the air now, looking for Coulson, but it's the number 3 there of Regan. But Wellergy gets ahead there, a bit of head tennis now, a bit early on here. Thornton gets another head onto it there, another header back. A bit of a run in there between Gooder and Thornton. Ball back up in the air, there was the full-back of Duggan. Kieran Glynn now with the ball on the floor here. This is where Glynn can cause magic. He can cause trouble for defence. Fairly good there, gets a bit of a swipe there from the number 9. That's twice, and there's going to be a yellow card there for Amis, who has scored past Scarborough a few seasons ago. He's a big striker, and the referee is going to bring him over. Fairly good solid defender. But he's got a throw on him. He's got 2 cannons on each side of his shoulders. I hope he's going to throw it long now. Here we go. Jackson up in the air. This is where we've got most of our assists from. Down to Coulson. It's going to be a corner for Scarborough there. That is what will make Scarborough a threat to any team in this league this season. The amount of assists Ashley Jackson has scored. Well, not scored, has set up for goals this season. So Watson now with the corners, and we have been really good at set pieces. On the ball, the referee blows the whistle. I think he's just going to drill this into the middle. I can see Bailey Gooder just repositioning himself. And it's just looking for that back post. It's going to be a goal kick for Warrington.
Nice corner.
Cheers, Ant. You're listening to This Is the Coast Extra, supported by GT Garages. If you are listening, well, I say This Is the Coast Extra, that's habit. You're listening to This Is the Coast and This Is the Coast Extra, commentary supported by GT Garages. Maybe you're watching on the YouTube live stream. Last time I checked, there was over 5,000 live viewers, so who knows what it'll be at the end of the game. Now, chance for Scarborough with Michael Coulson in the corner. Plays it out to Colville, looking for a chance to cross or shoot. Loses out though, and Warrington have looked dangerous in these early stages of the game. It's a long ball played forward towards Josh Amis, but it's cleverly dealt with by Bailey Gooder there, and back to Whitley, who calmly plays it to Ashley Jackson. Long left foot drive there, looking for Coulson, and it's a bit of a mix-up at the back here, and maybe a chance for Scarborough to get in with Jarvis just battling for it at the moment. It's now with Maloney for Scarborough. On the deck to Watson, back to Maloney. Fairly hopeful ball down the line, looking for Coulson. He's going to just keep it in there. In the corner, gets past his man nicely. Will he play it to Colville? Will he go for goal? He does, and it's 1-0 Scarborough Athletic. Scarborough's captain, fantastic. The hero, yet again. Scarborough take the advantage at the Flamingo Land Stadium in front of a record attendance. We've got flares on the pitch right now. We don't want to see that. We know the club get in trouble for that, and it doesn't do any good for the pitch at all there. But everyone is bouncing. Scarborough have taken the lead. They're leading by 1-0, and we can hear you cheering in the pubs. Scholars, the Tow Bar and Firkin, we can hear you cheering. For those of you who are listening on the radio, we can see the fans who are going up the hillside in the donkey field there, and the Avocet stand bouncing. Scarborough have taken the lead, maybe you'd have to say slightly against the run of play based on Warrington's start, but Scarborough have scored, and it was a fantastic finish from Michael Coulson. He ran all the way from the corner flag, and I thought he was going to set up Colville, but you know what, he thought, no, I'm going to give that a go. and he's only gone and scored. Scarborough leading by 1-0. How are you feeling about that one?
Brilliant. Keep going.
Fantastic.
Keep going, guys.
Keep going, absolutely. Right, so it's out of play for a Scarborough goal kick. It's a great atmosphere here today. You know, as a lifelong Scarborough fan, it is just wonderful to see so many fans here and so many people interested in this match. Like I say, we never thought this was possible a few months ago. And it is, it's happening. And at the moment, Scarborough leading by 0-0. And you're either watching on our YouTube stream or This Is the Coast. Wherever you're watching or listening, well, thank you for doing so. And you know, it's great to see so much interest in this level of football now. Ball given away to Scarborough. Lovely little pass there to Ryan Watson. He's got the goal in front of him. Goes for a shot. Saved by the keeper and cleared by James Harris for a Scarborough corner. That was another great opportunity for Scarborough to double their lead. We've played around 20 minutes of this game so far. Hello to Shady, who's watching in Chicago, in the USA, thanking us and the club for the excellent coverage. We will check the messages that are coming through on the This Is the Coast Facebook page and Twitter at This Coast as soon as we can. But first, the corner for Scarborough in front of the away fans. Floated in by Ryan Watson. Can we get a head on that? Good to try to. And now a shot comes in. It's deflected from Kieran Glynn, and the keeper had to react quickly. He did so, and he's kicked it out quick. And now a little bit of work for Ashley Jackson. He's going to try and let it run out of play, and he does so. Just tripped up just before it went out there. But that's going to be a goal kick to Scarborough. Good play there from Jacko. But suddenly Scarborough creating opportunities in this game. I mean, let's just not forget that before Christmas, it wasn't great. I remember watching with Mitheraf the 6-0 demolition of Scarborough at FC United of Manchester, and it was woeful. But we were getting hammered left, right, and centre. It's only recently we got into a positive number when it came to goal difference. Now steaming down the wing is Will Jarvis, the Hull City man, into the box. Cross comes in, and it's a foot out there from Ashley Jackson. He got something on it. Asked a question of the keeper Atherton, but not enough on that really to threaten him.
Well, somewhere near Aberdeen. Hopefully Aberdeen Sea Dogs up there as well. Old Derek, he'll be listening and watching. Normally get to see him at a couple of games. Couldn't get a ticket though, so big love to me old good old pal Derek in Aberdeen. As Bohan Dixon now brings it onto the left hand side looking for Clark. It's crossed in, and it's an equaliser from Amis. From Warrington, it's now 1-1. Scarborough need to keep that focus. Lovely delivery there from Warrington with the big man Amis. Doesn't need much.
Equalising goal for Town, number 9, Josh Amis.
What can you do here? Kind of picked him up all the way through this game. Up into the air, looking for Thornton. He's just falling a bit short there. Jarvis now, I'm sure he'll bring it back into the box. There we go. Keeper gets it. Safe hands there from Atherton. And he will throw that out. He's got a good arm. But it's then fallen back to Scarborough. Maloney gives it over to Welligy. And that's half time here at the Flamingo Land Stadium. Thank you very much for listening to the first half here. And I'll probably see you in 15.
Thanks so much, Ant. So it is 1-1 at half-time. Scarborough take the lead through Michael Coulson after 16 minutes. An equaliser coming in there from Amis later on in the second half. Keeper Dan Atherton in his neon green strip gets ready to kick that ball right-footed high into the air. Heads go up. Thornton wins it for Scarborough. It's in the Warrington half at the moment, but now back in the Scarborough half, and it's Good little run here and a chance for a second goal. And it's offside, it's going to be offside. I can see the flag is up. The Warrington players don't know it yet, but it is offside. Scarborough escape. Warrington fans not happy with that. Warrington players not happy with that. It was a great move. They could open the Scarborough defence, but it was offside. It's an escape for Scarborough. Free kick then for Borough, which Whitley takes. Oh, thank goodness for that as a Scarborough fan. Now Jackson on the left side. It's a tough game, this one. Now, a late challenge comes in there. Ashley Jackson's on the floor. A lot of people surrounding the referee at the moment. Jackson's going to get some treatment. What are your thoughts on that, Ant? What did you see?
It was very late and Jackson looks really hurt. Obviously they've had a couple of yellow cards. It's not any of the guys that currently, so just see what the linesman has to say to the ref once it's all tidied up a bit.
I mean, the atmosphere is really something here today at the Flamingoland Stadium in Scarborough. Some real noise coming from the opposite stand. They saw that. That was just a few yards away from them. Now the referee is sending off one of the Warrington players for that challenge. Warrington are down to 10 men. I think it's Mitch Duggan who's got off. He's down the tunnel. Now, chance for Kieran Glynn. Gets past one man, but actually it's won back nicely by Warrington. It's now with Harris. Plays it forward. They've not got too much up front at the moment. They're down to 10 men, of course, after a sending off. And now Scarborough picking up with Colville. He's got Jarvis on the left there. Only Kulo really in the box. Support coming in now. Jarvis just pausing for a moment. And now back to Heslop, edge of the area. Will he get a shot away? Decides to play it to the right to Maloney. Good football from Scarborough. Now Waleji into Heslop again. To Jarvis. Tries to get past his man but loses it. Scarborough got to be careful. Warrington dangerous on the break. And now Harris looking for the crossfield pass, but Scarborough win it back with Heslop. Out to Maloney on the right hand side. Here we go. He thought about playing it forward to Coulson. I think Coulson wanted that. Jarvis now, surrounded by blue shirts, doesn't get past them, but it's picked up by Maloney. And now out to the left hand side to Kulo, getting roared on by the Scarborough fans in the upper set stand. Cuts it back now. Chance for a shot or a cross. Shot comes in. Oh, tipped away by the keeper, Dan Atherton. Great opportunity for Scarborough to take the lead again in this game. But it remains 1-1, but it's a Scarborough corner. And you can just hear the roar from the home fans. It'll just be a throw to Scarborough, which Waleji will take in a moment. Tom, could you please give a shout out to Danny Moulton and Callum Mills? Up the borough from Tom Hunter. More of your mentions coming up, but you can't really keep your eyes off this game at the moment. Now, chance for Warrington. And a chance for a shot. It's going to be a deflection, and Whitley will claim that. I was worried there as he was eyeing up that shot. Now the throw taken quickly. Jarvis on that left-hand side. He's looked really good today. Just cuts back, gets past his man, and he's got Maloney running down the right-hand side. Now finds Maloney. Nice control from Lewis. Ball played in to Colville. He's had a few this season, goals. And now a chance for Jackson. I think it was a cross. Could have been a shot or a cross. It was similar from where he scored the Matlock goal. It's going to be a corner to Scarborough. Do we sense anything here, guys? Do we sense anything? We've got so many in the stadium, nearly 3,000. The penalty area a bit more sparsely populated from their point of view. Good chance for Scarborough. It's going to be an in-swinger. In it comes. It's cleared though. But only as far as Jarvis for Borough. Into Heslop. He's got a bit of space in front of him. Plays it out to Luca Colville. Edge of the area. Cross comes in. Not really dealt with. Was that a handball? It's 2-1 Scarborough. Scarborough have taken the lead again in the game. Every single player runs to the corner to celebrate. We've only got 10 minutes of normal time remaining. There will be stoppage time. We could have another 15 minutes left of football. But Scarborough against the 10 men of Warrington are back in the lead. And right now, looking good for promotion to the National League North. There's a lot of football still to be played, but Scarborough have scored that crucial second goal. Bailey Gooder scoring the goal. Lance, your thoughts on that?
All I'm going to say is I don't think the Warrington physio is probably going to be a job by tomorrow, because the Warrington team on the bench were not happy, because he was telling me he needed subbing off. They didn't bring the new player on, and he's walked off, and they were going, they had arms and everything in the air. They weren't happy because they wanted him to get back on.
Scarborough leading by 2-1. You're listening to This Is the Coast, supported by GT Garages. Martin there from Des Winks, I can see him punching the air. They're big supporters of this football club. He's over the moon. Well, it has felt like something special has been brewing at Scarborough Athletic. Certainly in the second half of the season, the performances have been absolutely magnificent compared to the first half of the season. The form has been in Scarborough's favour as well. We've pretty much been running the form table since the turn of the new year. The adversaries stand away to our right on the far side, every one of them bouncing up and down at the moment. Scarborough now have to keep calm. What a job it is for Warrington. Long ball played forward to Jake Day. He's going to put it in the back of the net anyway, but it won't count because it's offside. Nice finish though from Day. Nice finish. Well, he's got some really crucial goals for Scarborough recently. No tap-ins from Captain Kulo. He's getting a standing ovation from everyone in this entire stadium, bar the Warrington fans around us. No rush to head off the pitch. So Brad Plant comes on. The little guy replaces Coulson. It's going to be a goal kick for Scarborough, which Ryan Whitley in the all light blue takes into the Warrington half. Heads go up. Day should win the header on. Tries to find the substitute Plant. Looking for Maloney. Keeper nearly ran out of his penalty area whilst holding it. One back now for Scarborough by Simon Heslop. Lovely crossfield pass. Will it reach the Scarborough player Jarvis? It now does. He's surrounded by a couple of blue shirts. Turns. He's got Jackson in support. Finds Ashley Jackson now. Now Maloney. Will he go for a shot? He does! Oh! It's hit the bar! Oh! It's hit the bar! Not sure if the keeper got something on that, but I think he did. It was tipped onto the bar. Seemed to take an awkward bobble on the 3G pitch. And it didn't fall to anyone really, but that was a great opportunity for Scarborough to go 3-1 up. There will be a presentation, of course, at the end of the game. I do think fans will be allowed on after that, though. And those scenes, I can't even begin to imagine them. But they're only potentially minutes away. Oh, Scarborough now with a chance. Day! Onside. It's with Colvin at the moment. It's 4 versus 3. Can we take advantage? It's now Jarvis in the box. Can he get a shot away? He does! Oh my word! That is incredible defending! Absolutely incredible defending! Headed spectacularly off the line. He was travelling in the wrong direction. I don't know how he did that. Let's hope Scarborough aren't made to pay for that. But my word, great play from Scarborough, and somehow a spectacular header off the line. Now we've got the fans behind the goal away to our right in the shed, and they're bouncing as well. 5 minutes of stoppage time, as I predicted. That'll make fans a little nervous. Scarborough 5 minutes away from promotion. And they're trying to waste time in the corner with Jake Day at the moment. And now Warrington will try and clear it. It's only as far as Colville. Shot comes in. Oh, it's poor. It's well wide. Should have done better there. For Jono, this must be great because this club is filled now with homegrown talent. Look at Michael Coulson. Look at Jonathan Greening. Look at the board as well and the magnificent work that they're doing. But look, this game is not over. We're well into stoppage time. Scarborough Athletic are beating Warrington by 2-1 in the playoff final. But here's now Dixon trying to get something into the box now. Warrington, it's the goal scorer Amis. He's down, it's going to be a free kick, it's edge of the D. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. We've got 2.5 minutes of stoppage time left. And if we're not careful, this could silence the home fans. This is a real opportunity for the visitors now. It's do or die for Warrington at this stage. An absolutely awful place to give away a free kick. Standing over it is, I think it's Sean Williams and also Dixon. I think it might be Williams to take this. Scarborough getting 5 men into this wall. I almost can't watch. Scarborough Athletic are leading by 2-1 in the playoff final. They're just a couple of minutes away from promotion to the National League North. They've got to keep this out. It's going to be Williams, I think, to run up. He's 20 yards out, and he has skied it. I think in rugby that would have gone above the posts. Well, I've been a Scarborough fan all my life, and it's at moments like this where you start getting reflective. We've seen some incredible moments for the old Scarborough FC. If you think about all those Wembley appearances in the FA Trophy in the 70s, the first football club to be promoted automatically to the Football League in the late 80s under Neil Warnock, the playoffs that happened a couple of times in what is now League Two, the relegation, Jimmy Glass. We all remember the keeper Jimmy Glass for Carlisle sending Scarborough down. And now a chance for Scarborough to seal it. Oh no, it's gone back to the keeper, Dan Atherton. The relegation, of course, into the conference as it was at the time. Now, dancing past his man, Edmund Clark. Warrington with a last chance to get something. Will they get a shot away? They might do, you know, it's with Buckley. All the Scarborough players black to defend here. It's not over yet, this one. It nearly is, but not quite yet. Scarborough, can we get anything on there? It's going to be a corner to Warrington. Those years in the conference where we were just slipping and sliding, we ended up in what is now the National League North.
Number 6, Bailey Gooder.
Bailey Gooder, man of the match.
Please can I remind everybody there will be a presentation.
It's a corner to Warrington, so Scarborough fans just still can't get excited. We are now over our 5 minutes. This surely is going to be it. Warrington trying to get a goal to see this playoff final go into extra time. It's tense. We've got the keeper, Dan Atherton, in the box now for Warrington. In it comes. Keeper goes up. He heads it. Oh, it's hit the bar and it's gone over. I don't believe it. It felt like that was going to go in. It was just hovering there for what seemed like an eternity. We weren't clearing it. It's been headed in originally by the keeper, Atherton, and then headed on, and it's gone over the bar. And now I really do believe it's going to happen. We couldn't even have dreamed this. We could not have even dreamed this at Christmas. But since then the form has been good, and it's really felt like magic has been happening. The referee blows his whistle. Scarborough Athletic are promoted to the National League North, and despite pleas to stay off the pitch, the Scarborough fans just can't help themselves. They're on the pitch, they're going absolutely crazy. The Warrington players collapse in a heap on the floor. Every Scarborough player a hero. The scenes here at the Flamingoland Stadium are scenes that we have never seen before. Hundreds of supporters on the pitch. One fan has got Kieran Malaysia on his shoulders in the air. Everybody wants to grab a Scarborough player, congratulate them. These scenes are remarkable, but Scarborough have done it. It's happened. And what are your thoughts? Scarborough are going up.
I'm speechless. I've been at every promotion now that Scarborough have had. Back in the old days, when we was in the North Counties East League Division 1 at Teversol. I was there at Brid when we got the win there. I worked there at Brighouse. I was there at Colne. But when we've confirmed that we've had promotion, I've been there, and it's been amazing. I felt, like we could do it, and we have done it. It's just amazing. I just can't. I'm out of words at this moment. I'm speechless. There's people up pitch, we're all celebrating and that, and it's really good to see. But let's see what happens next season. We're going to be not the Premiership. What am I about? The Conference North. We're nearly there, the Premiership, but it's going to be mint. We're going to have Hereford, Darlington, having Gloucester in there, maybe Guiseley.
Don't forget the big one, York City, of course. If they don't go up. If they don't go up.
If they don't go up, and it's just amazing to see. I've done a lot with this club over these years, since especially returning back from living out in Sheffield. But it's amazing. Got a bit of a tear in my eye. I think it may be one of the flares that have gone off. Really, I'm a man's man. But yeah, just seeing the fans embracing the players. I saw one of the fans actually rugby tackle poor Will Jarvis.
There will be a presentation at some point. Scarborough are going to be officially crowned champions of these playoffs, and they're going to be heading up into the National League North. So great commentary. Well done to you in Scarborough, of course. There's Deborah Bairstow, Carl Dyer, get in. Well done, boys, from Poppy's Bar in Oldham. Alex, thanks, Paddy, for today's commentary. Zoe Spurgeon, hey, watching the game on YouTube. Come on, Scarborough. Big shout out to Andrew Thompson in Aberdeen as well. Hello to Sazzle Kemp and Jason Kundle as well. Up the borough from Vernon, Jason in Top House. Jordan Ford in Kathmandu and tuned in on YouTube. It's incredible scenes just in front of me, just to describe what is going on right now. We have Michael Coulson on the shoulders of supporters at the moment. We've got all the Borough fans there cheering. The Warrington fans are now, who some of them have come on the pitch themselves, they're sort of being led away towards the gates. Scarborough fans making their way back here, most of them anyway. And the fans are gathering in front of us here, ready for the presentation, as Scarborough will be officially crowned victorious in the playoffs. We've had Scarborough players on the shoulders of supporters. And what a viewpoint we've got here.
There will be a presentation.
What a time to be a Scarborough Athletic supporter.
Please clear the front of the main stand.
And lucky to the 2,805, not all of them Scarborough fans, of course, but the vast majority, lucky those who were in the stadium today to watch that moment. Do you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Simon Cook. I helped set up Scarborough Athletic back in 2007. I was chairman for a couple of seasons. We always knew at some point we'd get back to Scarborough and we'd get back to the level we were at when the old club went bust, and we're finally here. So
let's reflect on, actually, just briefly, before the presentation continues, those days in Bridlington, a decade playing football 20 miles down the A165 and crowds of just 200 or 300 sometimes. Who'd have thought then that this would be happening now?
Yeah, well, maybe you did. We did. We never lost the faith. We knew that we'd get a boost in crowds when we came back and as we got up the levels. But yeah, to see so many thousand people turn out and have so many people watching online, it's just incredible, amazing, really emotional.
You helped set up this football club. How are you feeling right now? Can you sum it up? I'm surprised you're not in tears.
I was on the pitch. I'm just so proud of the club, everyone involved, the fans that turn out. Yeah, so proud.
Massive cheer for the coaching staff, and again we talked earlier about you know, how a lot of this club is made in Scarborough. Ryan Block, Jimmy Beadle. These are local lads, and they're loving every minute of this right now, high-fiving everyone on that front row. Hugs with Trevor Bull, the chairman, as they come past all the fans. This is a big moment for Scarborough Athletic. This is a big moment for the town.
We might go a little too big or whatever, but a great big Scarborough thank you to our players.
So now the players getting applauded up the stairs as well. You do see these scenes at the end of every football season, but rarely does it involve your own football club. Ryan Watson first there, followed by everyone else. Thornton and Day and Colville. What a special moment for the players. They've worked so hard this season. The performances have been magnificent and they deserve this. The fans deserve this. I'm looking out at the sea of people and there's so many phones pointing this way. James Cadman there just hugging people on the front. Ryan Whitley applauding everyone. He's played his part. Thing is, Ant, I mean, you know, people like Whitley, of course, we, you know, got people who are on loan with us. I mean, you know, we want to try and keep hold of some of these players, but if you're one of these players, you want to stay with Scarborough, don't you?
Yeah, there's obviously we're Whitley and Champers is out.
The man that made it all happen, the man that put it all together, John O'Grady.
Scarborough's very own Jonathan Greening. I went to school with him. St Peter's in Scarborough, St Augustine's in Scarborough. He's hugging Trevor Bull right now. He left Scarborough, joined York City. He then joined Manchester United. He's got a Champions League winners medal with that heroic team of 1999 that won it late on through Solskjaer. He was on the subs bench that night. He's been West Brom captain. As the fans chant, John O'Grady is one of our own.
Right. And we've got another one of our own, Michael Coulson.
This is really special. Lifelong Borough fan. There's nothing like supporting your hometown club, you know. Michael Coulson. Michael Coulson, he's one of our own, and again, so much of this football club is made in Scarborough. It makes it extra special, doesn't it? Oh, hang on a minute. Hey, there's the Champers. And that's it, that's the moment that Scarborough Athletic are crowned promoted to the National League North. Hard to see, we've got so many fans in front of us here, but I can see the Scarborough players bouncing up and down.
Hello everybody. Firstly, thank you for all your support today and all season. I'd just like to say thank you first to the chairman and the board for giving me a chance back last year.
Chanting Seasiders.
I'd like to thank you for your support as well. I know we've had a few ups and downs, especially earlier in the season. You all stood by us. But the biggest thank you I'll have to say is to these group of lads to my left here.
All the fans applauding the players applauding the fans. All the fans wearing red and white wigs in front of me here.
They deserve all the credit, along with my staff, Blotty, Jimmy, Ingy, the physios, all the volunteers who help out, match day, and obviously behind the scenes of training. Probably can't name everybody, but they know who they are. But the biggest thing for me is these guys to the left, their attitude, commitment to being first class all year.
Scarborough players always do put in a shift. You certainly can't deny that. They always put in a shift. They give everything they have.
They deserve all the success. So let's all give them one last round of applause and let's get fucking paid!